Hola amigos, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Emma, and today this is going to be a little bit of a different sort of video. It's going to be kind of vlog style, which I do sometimes, but it's not going to be about reading or writing in particular, although it is kind of reading and writing adjacent. Anyway, I'm taking part in this absolutely amazing kind of collaboration, which is being organized to transcribe the diaries of one of Jane Austen's brothers. And I am just so excited to be part of this event. I really feel like I'm going to be part of history. So cool. And I can't wait to take you along on the journey with me. Hi, so let me tell you a little bit more about this project. So I discovered it because every week I do a kind of trawl of the internet to look for book news, basically. I teach a creative writing class, and one of the things that we do in between kind of writing assignments and chatting about writing and things is that we talk about anything that's kind of book related in the news that I found and that I think might be an interesting discussion topic. So I found this article about how this memoir from Frank Austen is being transcribed, and it's being organised by a place called Jane Austen House, and they put a call out for people to help. And I happened to find an article about this, and it was really lucky that I did, because I applied immediately. You needed to email them, and it turns out that within 24 hours they had to close any applications because they had so many thousands and thousands of people wanting to help, which is completely cool. So yeah, it's the first full transcript of Admiral Sir Francis Austen's unpublished memoir. So little quotations and things have been transcribed and used before, but this is the first time that the whole thing will be being transcribed. And it's just so cool. So what happens is you email, and if you accept it, then you get sent a page of the memoir for you to transcribe. So in the article, actually it wasn't in the article, I followed the article through to like the Jane Austen House website, and it was all laid out there. And there was even an example of the handwriting in this memoir, because it isn't the easiest handwriting to decipher at all, which is why part of my plan was to get my friend Andy from Self Pub with Andy to also apply, which he did, and he was also accepted and sent a page. So basically the idea is that we'll work on them together, because two heads are better than one. And he's also going to be making a video about his process, so I will make sure that I link that down in the description below, and probably in the comments and stuff as well. Anyway, so yeah, they had an example of this like spidery writing, and then instructions on what you need, like how to do it basically. So the memoir is 78 pages long, and there's going to be several people transcribing each page. Which is really cool. So it means like if you make a mistake, then, you know, they can pick up on it, which is really great, because presumably not everybody working on the same page is going to make the same mistake. Can you hear Paris snoring? I wonder if the microphone's picking that up. Anyway, we won't disturb him, because, as everybody knows, you let sleeping Parises lie, because otherwise they start barking and knocking into things. Anyway, so yeah, so I've got the website up here because I'm going to be doing my transcription soon, and I was just wanting to check exactly what they want me to do, because there are, like, for example, they want you to have it in a Word document, and they want you to type it up exactly as it is, so with any spelling mistakes, with any crossings out, which you do as like a strike through. So I'm going to have to remind myself how to do a strike through on Microsoft Word, because I really cannot remember. And then sometimes he puts like a little thing and writes something up above, and again you need to do that, but they do actually describe how to do that one in Word, but I've never done that. Still, every day is a school day. We're learning. Yeah, and it's, I don't know, it just, as soon as I saw about this, I just really, really felt that I needed to apply. And I didn't think that I would get to transcribe a page, because obviously it was going to be hugely, hugely popular. There are so many Jane Austen fans across the world. So I'm just absolutely thrilled that I get to be part of it. It's going to be great fun. So what I would do, I'm going to make a start on this. I have a Word document up, and I have, so I was sent my page as like a PDF, so I can zoom in, which is quite kind of handy to individual words. I'm going to make a start on it, and then after a little while I will come back and I will have a little chat with you, and I'll tell you a little bit about Frank Austen and a bit more about this project, I think. But I really feel I need to get a start now, so I will catch you guys in a little while. So I took a break for a few minutes to have a pee, get myself a cup of tea in my Little Miss Princess mug. It's definitely tricky to make out some of the words, so I'm really just doing my best. It's really great that there's going to be several people working on each of the pages. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pop in a screenshot of what I've been sent so that you can see quite how tricky it is. So, you know, things are getting serious and I'm working properly because the hair has gone up into a bun. It's sort of like all over the place, driving me mad. Anyway, a little bit more about this text. So, like I say, it's a memoir of Jane Austen's brother, Frank. I'm a huge Jane Austen fan and have been probably since I was a teenager. Definitely since seeing the BBC's adaptation of Pride and Prejudice. I think that was maybe my first experience of Austen, and I still love rewatching it again now. Absolutely wonderful adaptation. Read all of her books many, many times, and read biographies and things like that. I've been to talks about her, so you know this whole project was right up my street. But her brother Frank. So this memoir, it takes us through his childhood and all the way through his career in the Navy and until he retired. He carried dispatches to Lord Nelson. He was in Egypt and the West Indies. Really, really cool. He was even on St. Helena, working for the East India Company. So yeah, I'm actually really looking forward to reading the entire transcript when it is available. I'm hoping that it will be easily available to the public. The other thing that's nice that's come out of this is that I didn't know that this place, Jane Austen House, existed. So when I kind of saw the newspaper article and then looked up the website link, I looked up about the house, and it's in Hampshire, and it's a cottage that Jane Austen lived in, and where she wrote and revised and published all 6 of her novels, which is really cool because I've been to Bath, and there are some lovely places to go there. I went to the Jane Austen Museum, which was fantastic, so much fun. And some of the architecture there is just absolutely beautiful. You know, you can really feel that you are back in Austen's times, in the Regency period, you know, beautiful, beautiful houses and these huge buildings where they used to hold balls and things like that. Obviously, the baths that Bath is so famous for. And it's a great place. But it does seem that I would get a lot more out of visiting this place, which I didn't even know about. So it's a museum, and she lived there for the last 8 years of her life. And they have some of her jewelleries and letters, first editions of her novels apparently, the table where she sat and wrote. So it sounds brilliant. I think I may have to, not a day trip, it's too far to go on a day trip. But maybe mini break, Jane Austen adventure. Doesn't that sound amazing? I think it does. Anyway, so yeah, I've started this, but I think it'll be much more fun to probably do it with my friend Andy. So we're going to work on it together now to get through the rest of it, so that if there's any words that we can't make out, we can kind of show each other and get some feedback there, and that'll be really cool. I do need to get it done today just because I've got a lot of other things going on, so it really does need to be completely transcribed and sent off within the next few hours, which should be fine. It's not taking ages or anything like that. It'll just be easier and more fun with somebody else. So I will catch you again later. There we go, I'm all done, finished the transcription. That was a really, really cool experience. I've never done anything like that before, and like I said earlier, it really kind of feels like I'm part of history, that I'm helping to preserve this historical record, which was really, really cool. What was quite funny is that although it's his memoir, he's written it in the third person, so that's kind of weird, and I'm very jealous because the pages that I was sent were about kind of naval stuff. The ship came and got stuck on the rocks, and this ship came and boarded it, and blah blah blah. So it wasn't that exciting, whereas Andy's was much more Frank kind of travelling around and people being hospitable to him as he stayed in different places, which was definitely like the cooler option. I would have really liked to have had like an earlier page from his childhood, ideally, but you know, what can you do? It was just really, really great to be part of this process. Anyway, so yeah, I've sent it off now. I actually made sure that I read all the instructions because they ask you to save the file with a certain file name, and there was like a form that you needed to fill out as well, but it's all done now. So I'm going to go and cook my dinner because I am absolutely starving. Like I say, my friend Andy is also making a video about this experience, so that will be linked down in my description below. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this, please remember to boop the like button and subscribe if you're not already, because we have a lot of fun on this channel, and I will be back very soon with another video.